One of our first questions needs to be, what are you going to use when learning how to do this, when you're experimenting with creating and customizing SharePoint sites? Now, I'm fully expecting that you already have access to a SharePoint 2010 server, that the SharePoint 2010 product has been installed somewhere on your network. And you're just going to need a test site or two or three that your SharePoint administrator, and that may even be you, has created for you to work with. But at the end of the day, I'm expecting you can open up a web browser, type in the address of a SharePoint site that you have access to, and go there. Now, I'm working with my own SharePoint server here, but I'm expecting you can see something similar to this, which would be a team site, or it could be something similar to this, which would be a SharePoint publishing portal, or even this, which is a SharePoint blank site. But you should have a site to work with that you can experiment with. And if you have that, great, we can just move ahead. But what if you don't? Well, you might think you can just quickly install SharePoint 2010 on your own machine, but that's not a great solution. SharePoint is one of the most complex products you could ever dream of installing because it's not a standalone program. It's a really big platform that's designed to be integrated with every part of your organization. It requires a database. It's integrated with back-end parts of your system like IIS and DNS and Active Directory. And while it is technically possible to install SharePoint 2010 on a well-configured desktop or laptop, I won't be going into SharePoint installation at all in this course. Installing SharePoint is a completely separate skill all in itself. Now, what I'm occasionally asked by designers is if they can get, say, a quick offline copy of a SharePoint site to work with. But unfortunately, there really is no such thing as having an offline copy of a full SharePoint site so that you can use your own web design tool. SharePoint doesn't work that way, as we'll shortly see. But once you've got a SharePoint site that you can actually navigate to, we can move into what to do with it.